course. There we go. So let's share the screen. Is my screen shared? Yeah, my screen is shared, right? All right. So let's move back a little bit. So we talked a little bit about horizontal and vertical axis control. So let's see here. What you see here on screen is different endpoints with different types of users. Admiral, is that horizontal or vertical broken axis control? That's a difficult one, isn't it? Vertical. That's actually correct. Good job, dude. Good one. Nice. I like it. That's a very nice one. Now, why is it first time? No, I'm not that kind of guy. So, indeed, this is vertical. That's very correct. Why is this vertical? Because horizontal, it has to do with objects. This in no sense has to do with objects. This has to do with functions. There are specific functions here, and that's always going to be vertical. Isn't it important that you know this? No, but if you make a report saying horizontal access control issue and it's a vertical access control issue, they're gonna look at you funny. I mean, they'll still reward you the bounty, but like they're not gonna reward you any bonuses for a good written report, if you know what I mean. So I do think it's important, at the very least, that you speak the same terminology and that you understand what vertical means and horizontal, why they call it that. So it's a good job. I love it. Now, why am I showing you this permission matrix? And that's what we call these types of things, permission matrices. Why am I showing you this? Because every time you come into an application, this is what you should be doing. This is what you should be creating. Doesn't matter what application, and we will be doing this a lot. I will ask this of you. This doesn't apply for either. You don't have to do this per se for horizontal, but it does help to keep notes and to take notes. Sorry, Marius, could you please repeat?
Sorry?
Oh, no, no problem. I thought you had a question. So from this end, what you do is you list all of the endpoints or the functions, how you want to do it, but know that you have CRUD actions on this. Now, what was said really well before by one of you guys was that you had read, update, delete, access. That was a read, update, and then you had the delete to remove data. That's a really, those things are really important to realize that for every object in an application, in a business to business application, you're going to have CRUD functions. And not every object will have every or CRUD object CRUD function enabled. Like for example, the user. You can read, update your password, but you cannot delete your password, right? So that's one of those things. And now I'm even talking about properties. I'm not even talking about objects. You cannot delete your own user, right? Like you can, especially in certain like gyms and shit like that. Deleting your own user, that's out of the question. You can be happy if we can get subscribed from the gym by writing a 65-page essay that you have to perform in front of the entire staff, my man. So yeah, it's important to realize that this needs to be made, create, read, update, delete actions. What does all of that mean? I have this cool site that I like to keep called Red Site. Now, what's Red Site? Let's see if I can find that on Google. Red Site on Expert. Look at that. Look at that pretty fucking site. Who made that smacking banger? Oh, wait, that's us. Sometimes I forget how brilliant we actually are. So, when we log in here, and we will do this later, what does that mean? This means that somebody fucked up my shit and put an XSS up my ass, but that's not what I was referring to. What does it mean what I was referring to before? I was referring to objects, I was referring to functions, I was referring to user types. Do you have this in all types of bug bounty programs? That's my question to you all. If your answer is anything but a resounding no, you're failing. Like this is definitely not available in all bug bounty programs. Please do realize that this is only available in a selection of bug bounty programs called business to business applications. Why is that? Because on a regular newspaper or blog website, you are a user. You are a user, not a admin. You're not a I don't know, HR employee. You are the user, period. And that's why you need to avoid those things if you want to look for broken access control. It's much more important to go for applications like RedSite, where you're actually going for a business to business application. This was meant as a bit like I have a business and I sell this to businesses. Because what would the average consumer need fucking invoices or orders for or cheese processors or contacts? Like this is meant to be some type of CRM application that is very clear. Now, what do we need to do is we need to for each of these objects, we need to determine what each user type can do. Now, there is no user types in here, so that's kind of luck. But what we do have is if I go to the users page right here, I could have one user who could do everything and one user who could do nothing. But guess what? The top is missing. So you don't know what these checkboxes do. And did I do that intentionally? Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? Why is that? Because I'd like you to compare. I'd like you to compare between users. I'd like you to make another user and I'd like you to see what that user can do if you uncheck a box or not cannot do. You can go through the entire website. You can see what that user cannot do if you uncheck everything. And then you can selectively re-enable things to see what becomes available again if you're better at additive reasoning like that. I prefer reductive reasoning where it's like, okay, what has been removed from this website now that I actually removed one of these functions? But you need to have two users, and I am going to fuck this admin user right up its butt. I'm gonna say nope, 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 nope. I'm such a dick, aren't I? Let's update the rights. Okay, so right now I've set update rights. I can just go and I can reload the page, see that it's definitely done. And then I'm gonna log in as admin. Check that out. That's a lot less, right? So let's start here. Let's start with this user type. Good user type to start with. We have a couple of objects that we have direct access to. I'm going to, there we go, perfect. So we have contacts in this regard. We have our own user as the object we have access to. This does not have anything to do with access control. This does not have anything to do with access control because everybody can access it. Like, why would I give a fuck? Why would I even test? Neither does this. Neither does this. These are not objects. These have nothing to do with access control. Logout, yeah, well, fuck that shit. So we have two things that we can focus on here. Home also nothing to do with access control. We have contacts and we have our own user that we could focus on because we do have access to change user settings and we have access to contacts. So as a user, that's great. That's magnificent. That is fantastic. Let's move over to contacts. It seems like I drew a bunch of squiddlies on the page. Hey, that's good job, Wes. That menu lines out perfectly. That's nice. So basically, I have different contacts here that can either be public or private for this specific user. Now, let's edit an item. So I can edit contacts. I can see that I can do that, and I can delete contacts. I can also see that I can get pop-ups from annoying people who like to put fucking XSSs up my ass all day. Stop it. So let's create a new contact. Let's start with that. Let's call them A. Let's call them. No, no, don't stop that, dude. Fucking continue. Are you fucking joking me? So we have a public contact here that we just created. We called that person A or something. I don't remember exactly. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We have enough. We have enough public contacts that are other people's public contacts. That's good enough. So we can see other people's contacts here. What does that mean? We can also see the other people's contacts identifiers here. Let me change that identifier at the very top. See, I can see that person's user. But what if I change it to something like 376, which I don't have access to, or should not have access to? Error, not your item. That's fucking fantastic, isn't it? Now, you want to know what the beautiful part about all of this stuff is? If you guys come here tomorrow, site may be different. Site may actually give you something back. Why is that? Because we have an administrative backend. That's fucking fantastic. It really is. No, I'm gonna delete all of your annoying XSS vectors. Who likes XSS anyway? All right, gents. So, continuing, user settings. I have access to user objects. Now, what user object am I changing? Let's see what this form does. We have a form, edit user with method post, name. Well, there's your fucking genius who did that. That's probably me. Then last name. And you can change the user to admin or not. Also CSRF token, because here we see is admin. And that's about it. Is there any identifier here? Is there any possibility to change other people's users? No, there is not. There definitely is not. But that's messed up, isn't it? Now that's basically the end of the road for us, except for context. If we don't know that there is more to be had here, how could I get to know more from rat side? How could I get to know more endpoints without having to do my best? Real simple solutions. Think simple. Who's the best indexer in the world? By far, and also the best fucking advertiser. Well, robots.txt, but who uses robots.txt, Balloon? You're close to the answer. The answer I'm looking for is Google. Expert.com, and then we go with red site. Oh, fuck it. Red sit. Let's just go up, labs dot expert dot com. Fuck it. Let's just do this. Yeah, I know. Fuck off. I didn't ask for your opinion. Okay, I just came here to teach you. So, fuck, nothing. That's messed up. All right. I thought I was going to find more. Apparently, I don't. That's okay. Let's see. Maybe expert website. You show anything here? It shows nothing. It shows nothing. Okay. Fine. Fine. I'm not salty at all. What the fuck? All right. So what I was trying to say was indeed you can explore that. You can also do some content discovery and you have some really cool tools like Burp Suite Pro for that. But there are more search engines like Orgaset as well. Now, what the thing is with Red Side is for Hexpert. So there we go. So we have Hexpert login, Red Side. Well, that makes things a lot easier, doesn't it? We don't have Red Side on here. Damn it, why didn't I put that in public? Anyway, so We can see quite a few things from red side here. Let's go back to way back URLs. Let's go trying way back machine because at a certain point, Expert had a lot of red side stuff in here. So let's try that. Let's try hexpert.com. Let's see if there's been indexing, which there probably has been. Let's go to the sitemap. And here we can see throughout the years how the labs have evolved, or at least what has been indexed. We got something here that is red side in 2023. So that's probably not it in 2024. There's also not a whole lot indexed. Let's see here, anything we can identify. Oh, red side. Look at that shit. Go to page. We have that. Contact. What the fuck is Rickroll? Contact. Admin.php. Check that out. Angular test.php contacts. Go to page, index, orders.php. Interesting. Uploads, what's that all about? What's that upload section about? I want to see. Oh, check that shit out. What the fuck? I didn't know we had that many things on our web. Do we actually have that still up? I don't think that's still up, right? Let's see. Slash upload. Website slash. Oh, there's only a few now. I think we ought to clean this wing. Now, what else do we see? Orders.php. Unfortunately, I cannot see them. Now, what else do we see? Admin.php. Ah, look, it's asking us for a password. Wonder what happens when we enter that, Wesley's and Cheesy Boy. Oh, look, all of the freaking. That's awesome, right? These are all the flags, by the way. These are all the flags at the back end. And if you want to fuck with this website, guys, like it restores every 30 minutes automatically. So you're pretty much fighting a cron job that's going to restore that thing. Um, have fun with that. So basically what you see here is all of these little like flags that we can put to either 1, 0, or we can set everything to 1. Let's do that and let's go to orders.php again. Let's see what that gives. So now we can see orders. That's what I mean with every day this website can be different. Every day we can just hit the random button and you have a new random website to hack. That's why I like red site so much. Because that is what can also happen in real life, believe it or not, guys. In real life, they have an agile scenario where scenarios like these are not unthinkable because access control might be implemented properly at one point, but because of the implementation of a new feature or a new of something, it might be totally fucked. That happens. That does happen. In production, that happens. Believe me, it does happen. Now I'm going to continue with my slides because I'm running short on time. But basically, all of these little red squares mean that a user cannot do something, and these green squares means that the user can do something. Which of these sections are you going to test, green or red? Write it in the chat below. Red. How about the other guys? Admiral, Tushar, what would you test? Red as well? Or would you go, I'm feeling sassy, I'm going green? Anything about you, Tushar? What would you test from these sections? The red ones or the green ones? You guys are right, by the way, red ones. And let me count these squares. That's 4 by 4. We have 16 squares in here, 16 tests. Which are the red ones? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 50% of your tests. I've just reduced your testing load by 50%. Are you grateful? You should be grateful. Fuck. I'm grateful to myself. That's 50% less testing. Hell yeah, dude. No, but that's what I mean with blindly testing a target. It's never a good thing. It's never a good idea. I would never do it. It's not good. It only brings you misery, pain. It definitely won't bring you what you need in terms of that. So currently the free meeting will end again in 10 meetings. I'm just going to go through the rest after that. Again, we're going to go to a new meeting. Fuck. I hate this stuff. Why the hell didn't I upgrade? You guys know what? Are you all in the Discord by now? Because if you are, we are just going to continue in the Discord and I'll record the OBS. That's no problem. Let's see the people that are not in the Discord. So we got Amir. If you are not in the Discord, could you please join there? I'll send another invite in the chat so everybody can join, but it would be easier to just continue there because I would like to go through this and we'll like stitch together the videos. That's no problem. Um, Let's see, we do have quite a few sections to go through still, so I would like to finish those that we can continue in Discord. That would be amazing. If not, then I understand not everybody has Discord. Um, Amir, there we go. We can add him to the lesson. So let's do that. There we go. How about you guys? Are you as well in the Discord? Admiral, are you Amir? Ludin, are you in the Discord? Sure. Tushar, are you in the Discord? Oh, perfect. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, dude. It's good because I need to grab a battery anyway. Oh, I really appreciate that, dude. Take your time. That way I can grab my charger. Goodbye. There we go. Oh, better. We have power. Oh yeah, there's definitely a Porsche waiting at the end of the rainbow. And a bunch of unicorns as well. Pretty unicorns. I don't know. What's wrong with the bot? What would be wrong with the bot? Just check if the bot has been started 3 times by accident. Maybe the bot process has been started up 3 times by accident. I've done that before.
I ain't got a clue. It was all right earlier when it added Marius and then you added somebody else, and all of a sudden it's just gone fucking. It keeps
Haywire.
fucking repeating itself.
Love it.
I can't figure it out. And it was telling me like 2 times that I've updated the channel permissions. Okay, I'm going to log into this.
It's like everything is working against us, isn't it? We are a bunch of morons, that's what we are. Did we leak the token
Hey,
again?
I haven't been in the fucking server today, man.
Hey, there we go.
Right, so I'm going to mute myself. I'm going to go into the server.
Yeah, I will as well. All right, so I'll be going into the Discord as well, guys. There's this study room too that you can join. We can use that for now. In the future, or I guess it would be a good idea if this bot would also automatically create a voice channel. That's not a bad idea, is it?
Yeah, well, there's only one instance of Cheese Master running.
Okay, so if when I
I'm
talk to
going to
Cheese
kill it.
Master,
I'm going to kill it and restart it.
yeah, it keeps saying things. Cheese
Yeah,
Master
I
is
know, it's doing
complete
my head
busted
in.
shit.
Right, I'm just going to kill it. Carry
All
on.
right, yeah, we can jump over to there, guys. I'll see you in the study room.